Europejski Kongres Gospodarczy. Rozmawiamy tutaj o biznesie. Z nami teraz gość specjalny, pani Dagmara Piasecka, Ramos. Hello, thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure.
Hello. Thank you.
President of Management Board, General Director, PepsiCo Polska. Could you please tell us more about your latest investment that was near Wrocław in Poland?
Święte, yes. With pleasure. Eventually, I would like to say that PepsiCo is investing in Poland for the last 30 years. And eventually, the factory in Święte is the biggest and the most sustainable plant. We had a big grand opening on the 23rd of May last year. Eventually, this is the 5th factory we have in Poland. What is important so far, we have invested over 1 billion zlotys. And as I said, this is the plant which is the most environmental friendly and plant which is also the most sustainable. And this is how Silvio, President of Europe of PepsiCo, said that when he had this big grand opening, he said, look, we have a lot of manufacturing experience across different European factories, but in this one, we put all of the solutions which are making this factory the most environment friendly and most sustainable plant. So all together, in all the technology which is here to make this factory so friendly, we invested 30 million zlotys in those solutions only. Eventually, having the 5th plant and fully dedicated for snacks, we are not only expanding the production, which is predominantly meant partially for Polish market, but also for German and other European countries. But this also allowed us to expand our excellent relations and partnership with the farmers. We are also supporting the farmers for the last 30 years. We have a few of them who are with us for the last 30 years. And I think what is important is we do not only share the experience, we give them the know-how, but also they treat us as the stable partners, and I think this is in trading, which is extremely important. I would like to mention that in this factory we plan to employ 450 people. What is also important today, there are 3 production lines, but this is not the end of investments. Soon we are opening the new production line where we would be producing Lay's oven baked. And what is important here is that we will not have the gas oven where we make, but it would be electrical oven because together with making this factory the most sustainable, we are planning to use in most of the cases the renewable sources of energy.
It seems that you put a huge emphasis on green energy and sustainability. Why is that? What drives you towards those goals?
Okay, I think I need to put a small anecdote here because I think this is very interesting. It's very interesting. Eventually, I don't know if people know, but 80% of the water, I mean, potatoes consist of 80% of water, and we recover this water in the production process, in the technological process. And it's very interesting because when you fry, you have a vapor, the water is evaporating, and then we are capturing all this heat and this energy we use to heat the office, for example. So this is, it's a lot of solution, as I said, all the best practices to make this plant the most sustainable. But indeed, we are very much for the green energy. For us, this is extremely important. As of 2018, eventually we are buying the energy green certificates to compensate the energy we are using in our factories, in our HQ. But as of 2022, we are also buying these green energy certificates to compensate the energy we are using in all our warehouses, in the KBS office in Krakow, and also all the refrigerators and the cooling devices we are using on the market, as they also use pretty a lot of energy. We are buying the certificates to compensate it. Of course, I understand this is just midway. It would be nice that we also produce the energy which is renewable. And this year I would like to announce it's a great year. After the 2 years of investments, we are opening 4 photovoltaic farms near our factories. They would cover the area of 4 hectares, and they will be able to produce around 6 megawatts peaks of energy. They in total costed us 22 million zlotys. But it's just a beginning, because next year we plan to expand this photovoltaic farms by 3 new, and once the legislation allowed us, we would like to have also the wind farms. So eventually the plan is that the factory, at least in Święte, the one which is the size of 7 soccer fields, will be fully covered with the energy we would be able to produce.
Madam President, thank you so much for this interesting insight, and fingers crossed for your investment in sustainable economy. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Dagmara
very much.
Ramos, PepsiCo. Thank you.